Welcome to PeaceTV. We will update the hottest military news today. Here are the details.
Russia's warning about chaos in the Arctic. RT quoted Alexei Cherenkov, Russia's Minister for the Development of the Far East and the Arctic, as saying on April 6th, "Our Western partners have created unfriendly actions from one side of the Northern Council Pole. Such moves only bring instability." Since the war between Russia and Ukraine began, the other 7 member states of the Arctic Council then decided to cut all contact with Moscow, freezing about half of the 130 joint projects underway. President Putin said because of strained relations between Russia and the US today, "I have to talk about the US use of foreign policy tools such as blood revolutions and support for the coup in Kiev in 2014 led to the current Ukraine crisis as well as the deterioration of Russia-US relations." Putin said Moscow has repeatedly emphasized the Maidan uprising as the root cause of turmoil in Ukraine and the need for military intervention to ensure Russia's security. The governor of Bogomaz said that a 20-member reconnaissance unit had tried to raid the territory near the village of Sluchovsk, Bugarsky district, Bryansk region of Russia, near the border with Ukraine. However, Russian forces successfully stopped this group of people and opened fire on the subjects. Zelensky said the Ukrainian military would make an appropriate decision, hinting at the possibility of a withdrawal if the troops were in danger of being surrounded by Russia in Bakhmut. "For me, the most important thing is not to lose soldiers. The generals in the field will make the corresponding decision if the situation becomes more heated and we face the risk of losing manpower due to enemy encirclement," he said. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky said at a press conference in Poland on April 5th when referring to the situation of fighting in the city of Bakhmut. The statement seemed to hint at the possibility that Ukraine could withdraw all its troops from Bakhmut if its forces were to be completely surrounded by Russia. The Eastern Military Command of Ukraine said that the Russian forces had no difficulty in ammunition. Meanwhile, Ukrainian officials have repeatedly said severe ammunition shortages limit Ukraine's ability on the battlefield. The Finnish Ministry of Defense on April 5th approved a proposal to buy Israel's David Sling medium-range air defense system for $345 million, excluding taxes and associated costs, and the option to buy additional weapons worth $236 million. The acquisition will add a high-altitude target interception capability to the Finnish military. "We also maintain our ambition to develop the country's long-term air defense capabilities in a new security environment," the minister said. Finnish Chamber Antti Kaikkonen said, apparently referring to the risk of escalation after the country joins NATO. French President Macron highly praised China's role in the Ukraine conflict, saying that she could be counted on to promote peace negotiations. "I know I can count on you to convince Russia and bring everyone back to the negotiating table," French President Emmanuel Macron told Chinese President Xi Jinping during a meeting at the Great Hall of the People in North Korea. Scripture today. North Korea accused the joint military exercises of the US and South Korea of pushing regional tensions to the brink of nuclear war. The reckless military confrontation of the United States and its supporters against North Korea is pushing the situation on the peninsula to irreversible catastrophe and the brink of nuclear war, the editorial said. North Korean news agency Kukna on April 6. The article criticized recent US exercises and exercises with allies, including South Korea, which have escalated tensions in the region. The article said these activities go beyond the limits of North Korea's tolerance, and it will respond by demonstrating its deterrence capability through offensive action. Taiwan says the Chinese aircraft carrier strike group is near the island. On the day, Tsai is scheduled to meet as House of Representatives Speaker Kevin McCarthy. Taiwan's defense ministry announced on April 5th that a group of Chinese ships led by the aircraft carrier Shandong passed through the Bashi Strait between Taiwan and the Philippines and then entered the waters southeast of the island. According to Taiwan, the Chinese group of ships is training in the Western Pacific, and the island has been keeping a close eye on them. The move comes on the same day Taiwanese President Tsai Ing-wen is scheduled to meet as House of Representatives Speaker Kevin McCarthy in Los Angeles. Ms. Tsai transited in the US on her way back to Taiwan after finishing her visit to the 2 Central American countries.